Hey, good morning. Welcome to Charles Schultz Arena. Counting down 20 seconds till the end of warm-ups here. Blades getting ready to take on the Denver Jets out of Colorado, obviously. In the first semifinal here on the North Rink. South Rink, we've got MPH Elite playing against the Dakota Warriors. Winners move on for a 1 p.m. matchup in the chip. 1 or 145, don't quote me on that. And then losers will play in the third place game later on this morning. Blades went 3-0 in pool play. I believe Denver was 1-1-1 with a win or a loss and a tie, tying the Eurostars that we beat yesterday. So we will see. Dakota Warriors also went 3-0. They're playing MPH Elite 2012, who I want to say went 1-2, but came in as the 4 seed. Dakota Warriors beat MPH yesterday 5-1. So see how that outcome, if that outcome changes before the chip. Early morning here for the boys. 7 a.m. game. Rolled in at 10-6, and the building didn't open until 6:15. So could have slept 20 more minutes. I'm going to start with Carter, Cam, and Connor. Jacoby. I'm gonna be slower on numbers. I forgot my glasses in the car. All right, we're about to get started. Puck is dropped. We're underway. Blades back in the neutral zone. Camel tag up off onside. Intercepted. Denver dumps it in deep. Jacoby will get back to retrieve. Denver quick in on the forecheck. That will come out. They did not see it go out, but no matter. Kemp will dump it in deep. Denver back to retrieve. First minute of the game here. Teams feeling each other out a bit. Shot. First shot of the game. Second shot of the game. Goalie able to turn both of those aside. Lewis and Ballard out on the blue line. Lewis dumps it in deep, chips it over Brody's head. Denver will exit. Uh-oh. Lewis momentarily falls, but gets up quickly. Rung around the boards. Up ahead and out. And back in, offside. Of a neutral zone face-off. Went with that face-off and threw it in on net. Just out of the reach. That'll come out. Jacoby stands up the winger from Denver. Blades carry it in. Add numbers. Here comes Jacoby. Shot. Went wide. Goal. Wraparound goal. The Blades. We got an elbow on, didn't see it. It's on Cam? I didn't see it. All right, Blades will go on the PK here. Cam going into the box. Blades win that face-off, but not out. Unable to exit the zone. Thrown toward the corner. Shot toward the net, tipped wide. Great chance for Denver there. 30 seconds expired off this power play. Blades will come on shorthanded. Kemp, aggressive forecheck. Kemp and Carter out there. Their line mate in the box. Denver in with speed. Shot, big save. Nathan net, big save to start the game. A minute left in the PK. 11:37 left in the first. Blades able to exit. Lincoln picks it off, intercepted, shot toward the net, but went stick on stick. Shot toward the net, pad save for the goalie. We are shorthanded here, but making it look like a power play. Blades dump it in. Under 20 left to kill. I'm gonna rush for Denver here. Denver's got a definitely a little more pep in their step skating than the teams we played yesterday. There's a goal. Snipe from the lower part of the circle, top shelf. That's a power play goal for Denver to tie it up. Denver wraps it around. Hard check. Brown back to Lewis. Lewis toward the net. Bouncing puck. Brown keeps it in. Over to the wing. Shot. Centering pass. Unable to get the shot off there. Denver will come back 2-on-2, 2-on-3. Drop pass. Shot. Dubnik able to steer that aside. Stick save by Dubnik. Under 10 left in the first. We have a delay. I don't know what we have here, actually. I didn't see any goalies moving. Looks like maybe they're taking them both. Or not. I don't. Well, we got an injured player here down in the corner. We will see what goes on the board. Checking from behind, I think I heard him say. It's probably 5 then. Not sure they call a lot of 2-minute checking from behinds at this level. As I say that, we'll wait till it hits the board. EMT guy has to get his cleats on. It is a 5. I could not see the play in the blind spot down here. Blades will go on a 5-minute pilot. Brody? Damn. All right, hopefully Brody is okay. Silence is deafening. Wrapped around. Blade's able to keep. Back down into the corner. Back to Jacoby. Jacoby D to D to Baylor. Back to Baylor. Over to Jacoby. Jacoby to Lincoln. Oh, centering pass. Can't find a friend. Nate back to play it behind the net. 30 seconds expired on this 5-minute major. Checking from behind for Denver. Jacoby will carry in. Jacoby carries into the corner. Somebody's got to cover on the back end. Good play by Peterson. Got taken down, but was able to retain the puck on his knees. Kemp carries in. Blade's getting a change here on the power play. Rung around the boards. Blades can't keep. We'll come bring that out for neutral zone faceoff. Faceoff back to Lewis. Lewis and Ballard back to retrieve. 3:30 left in the 5. That one's just out of reach. That's going to come back on icing. Defensive zone faceoff here for the Blades. Looks like you got a 5 and a 10 because there's 2 bodies in the penalty box. Now Blades take some kind of penalty. I didn't see it. That'll negate the major. Ballard going in for elbowing. Refs might have been up late last night. So we'll play 4-on-4 here for 2 minutes. That'll be behind the net. Jacoby will keep that in. Cam passes it to no one. Blades will need to regroup. We're still playing 4-on-4. Cam will carry in 1-on-3. We're going to get a whistle since a little bit of a friendly fire running into the goalie. Under 7 here in the first. We're all square at 1. Blades get a change. Jacoby lost the stick. Up ahead. Intercepted by Denver. Jacoby will carry. Brown is tied up in his skates. Denver able to get that out. Rung around the boards. Blades will carry it out. Here comes Brown in 1-on-2. Goalie turns that aside easily. That should come back for icing. No icing. Ref's content with just letting the clock roll. Denver dumps it in deep after getting stood up at the line. Blades back on the power play here for a minute. Unable to enter the zone, though. Denver flips it up into their zone. Tipped ahead and then flipped out by Denver. Dumps it in deep. Goalie plays it to the side. 15 seconds and counting here on this Blades power play. There's a chance. Loose, still loose. Back to 5-on-5 with the Denver player coming out now. Jacoby from the point. Turned aside into the corner. Denver will carry out. Jacoby shot across the crease. Blades carry, getting a change. Dumped in. That's an elbow. Not going to get that call, I guess. Kept in. Much more competitive game than we had yesterday so far. Under 4 left to play in the first. Denver will chip it out. Luke back to recover, or retrieve, I should say. Carter. Kemp on the side. Elfridge on the back side. Carter behind the net, had Cam out front, couldn't see him. Denver will carried out, but slowed up by Cam and Connor. Cam in on the forecheck. Kemp changing. Denver unable to exit. Back to Cam. Offside, we'll have a neutral zone face-off. Complete the change and get some fresh legs. Face-off, one back to Harris. Backhand over to the D. Shot in on net, glove down, turned aside by the goalie. Played, I should say. Blades recover the puck. Jacoby walks. Shot, low shot, had save. Rebound was there, but Denver able to grab that. Up ahead, Blades will carry in 3-on-2. Clogging it up in the middle. Skating up the middle, they're good at botting us off the puck. .223 left in the first. 1-1. Back to Jacoby. Shot toward the net, into the breadbasket. Nothing getting in the goalie's line of sight there, so fairly easy save. Another face-off. Won by the Blades. Maybe. Another penalty. The Sunday crew here is doing their best to keep the game stopped. Another power play for Denver. Croy with a cross check. Croy doesn't take a lot of penalties, so I don't know. It's a goal for Denver. You got to stay out of the box, or I don't know. .148 left in the first. Denver with a 1-goal lead. Blades had 8 minutes of penalties in the previous 3 games. I think they have 6 or 8 already. Lewis back to retrieve, wrap it around. Tried to get Freddie, but unable to connect. Connor in the forecheck. Lincoln will carry in. Offside. Let's go, Blades! Denver carries in. Connor Christian in on the full check. Freddie. Connor. Flipped up. Stretch pass for Denver. D, good on the back check. Blades will, that'll come out of the zone just barely. Connor Christian carries in. to the corner. Under a minute here in the first. Shot from the point, turned aside, pad saved by the goalie under 30 seconds. Blades changing with 30 seconds left in the period. Jacoby dumps it in deep, but he's got no forwards. Shot toward the net. Stopped short of getting to the goal by a defenseman's stick. And they'll send the length of the ice. Under 10 here. Blades content to, I guess they'll exit the zone, but. And we'll take a quick break. We'll be back in a sec. All right. About to get started here. Blades with a 1-goal deficit heading into the second period. Connor, Cam, and Carter out there, along with Jacoby and Baylor. Face off won by Denver. Chipped out by the Blades. Carried back in by Denver. Taken away by Kemper. Kemper, they got Helfrich. Up ahead, they got numbers. Got no in the skates. Cam with a quick change there. 45-second shift. Brown will carry in. Rung down the ice. That should come back for icing. And it does. Ozone face-off here for the Blades with just under a minute into the first. Shot toward the net. I don't think the goalie saw it, but off his pad. Another great save. Pad save. Ballard back to retrieve. Centering pass from Denver. Doesn't quite get there. Blades unable to grab the puck. Here's a 2-on-1. There's a goal. Sloppy behind the net, and we find ourselves in a 2-goal deficit. 13-29. Yeah, they're capitalizing on mistakes for sure. A lot of hockey left. Peterson up to Freddie, to Lincoln. Centering pass attempt intercepted by Denver. Up to Freddie. Behind his winger. Lincoln in to try to play it. Denver will knock it out and send it the length of the ice. And no ice. Pretty sure that was an ice, but refs are just picking and choosing today. Jump back in. Little back and forth in the neutral zone. It's offside. Blades able to exit the zone. Sent back. Blades carry in 2-on-1. Here's Helfrich. Into the skates. Tried the return pass for a tap in, but pass was just off a foot. Case of the Sundays here. New different line here. We got Cam and Croy out there. Cam carries in, 1-on-2, left it for nobody. Just sloppy. Blades will get a change, neutral zone, back and forth. Ballard up to Brown. Brown will carry in. Shot, pad save, shot, another save. Good chance there for the Blades. Denver will dump it in deep, in with numbers. Ballard back. Blades a little bit flat-footed, in my humble opinion. There we go. Schmidt, pass behind Harris. Harris dumps it in. Denver will carry. Pass, centering pass onside. Blades try to chip it off the boards, unable to. Dumped it down into the corner. Good D from Jacoby. Up ahead. Brown will carry in. Shot into the pad. Goalie does a good job of blocking the low shots. I think we got to go high. Kept in by Peterson. Shot toward the net. Tipped. Tipped off the D. Looked like it was going in. Under 10 here in the second. 3-1 Denver. Denver flips it up ahead. Tipped into the neutral zone. Blades will come back and retrieve. Up ahead. Blades dump it. And chasing. Back to Jacoby. Jacoby toward the net. Loose. The goalie didn't have it. Thought he had it, but Denver able to get it out. Blades get a change. Dump that in. Freddie grabs that. Shot toward the net off a skate. Rebound. Loose again. Denver exits. Ballard turns it around, dumps it in deep. Blades complete their change. Battle down in the corner. Wrapped around. Lewis should have that. Oh, just bounces over his stick. Turns it around though. It carries it in momentarily. In and out, in and out. Over to Cam. Back to Lewis. That one gets away from the Blades, and they'll have to come back and regroup. Cam carries in. Centering pass. Oh, just out of the reach. Jacoby back to recover. Retrieve. Jacoby up to Cam. Cam will dump it in deep and get a change. Brown offside. We'll have a neutral zone face-off here in a second. All right. Blades win that face-off, but unable to exit. They're going to, wow. Another penalty off of face-off. Blades are going to go on the power play. I didn't see it again. Whew. Back to Jacoby. Back to Kemper. Give and go. Shot. Point blank. Stick save. Blades power play has been good this weekend. See if they can capitalize here. They do. Power play goal, and it's a 3-2 game, folks. That took 20 seconds. Way to make them pay. New game. Blades dump it in. Brown in on the forecheck. And Kemp. Battle behind the boards. Kemp in with speed. First one of the puck. Back to Ballard. Ballard toward the net. Loose. Denver in 3-on-3. Shot and a goal. .546 left in the second. Back to a 2-goal deficit. Blades try to stretch pass and carry in. Denver quick to get back, though. D to D, Ballard toward the net. Went high, goalie gloved that one down. Back to Ballard. D to D, shot toward the net. And gloved by the goalie. So we'll get a stoppage here with just under 5 minutes left in the second. Face off, won by Blades. Shot, ricochets all the way out of the zone. Up to Cam, in the skates. Up ahead to Connor. Connor shot high into the breadbasket and saved. Ozone face-off here for the Blades. Back to Jacoby. Jacoby shot toward the net. Hit a defenseman in the back, I think. It's back to Jansen. Jansen sends it up. Shot toward the net. Rebound. Cam on the rebound. Shot. High and wide. Peterson back. Toward the net. Right out. Point blank. Nate with a save. D-zone face-off here. Under 4 minutes left in the second period. Brown will backhand it out. Bodies everywhere. It's going to be another power play for the Blades, I think. Cross check. In my humble opinion, there's some ticky-tacky calls in this game, considering it's a semifinal and they haven't called any of this all weekend, but I'll just bite my lip from now on. Power play Blades, 3:37 left in the second. Blades play a little catch on the side. Back to Luke. Shot. Goal. Power play gold. Power play has been deadly. It's a 4-3 game with 3:20 left in the second period. That took 22 seconds. Blades dump it in. If you happen to see the scoreboard, power play's over. They just don't know how to clear penalties. Ballard chips it up ahead to Brown. Brown carries in. Cross ice pass to his winger. Unable to connect, but Blades still battling down low. Centering pass attempt turned over to Denver, but into a skate for a Blade. Centering. Loose! Net came off as the puck was sitting juicily in front of it. Ozone face-off here, 2:36. Blades win the face-off. Jacoby over to Peterson. Peterson toward the net. That doesn't make its way to the net. Up ahead to Freddie. Freddie tries to go across ice. Kemp will carry. They're going to be offside. Now they're back on side. Denver dumps it in deep. Blades unable to exit the zone. Kemp will carry it out, or pass it out, sorry, to Freddie. Freddie breaks through the defensive line. Shot! Goal! I don't know. It looked like it came out of the inside. We're going to have to zoom in on that later, folks. Freddie with the snipe from the side, but evidently said it hit pipe. .135 left in the second. Face off to the corner. That's coming all the way down. Lukey back. They got a trailer right in front of the net. Now pushed ahead. Cam carries it up out of the reach of Bostrom. No ice. Oh my gosh, that's a penalty all day long. No call. They're calling the ticky-tacky, but not that. They just fall as he was getting hit. Jeez. All right. Minute left here in the second. Another Blades player down. Hopefully he can pop back up. If the earlier elbows were elbows, that was fairly an elbow. It's the problem with calling pushing when it's actually an elbow. It seems like you're piling on. Seems to be all right. Slow skating to the bench. Neutral zone face-off. Again, no call on that. Blades win that. Dump it in deep. Under a minute here left in the second. Shot. Save. Face-off one back to Luke. Luke's shot. Almost tipped, but saved by the goalie. Luke will dump it into the corner with 40 seconds left in the period. Shot. Another save. Goalie is definitely getting the 5-hole closed. Give that one to Denver. Carried in. Stick to Peterson. Poke checks that away, and that's going to come back for icing. 21 seconds left in the period. Defensive zone face-off. face off one by the Blades. Connor dumps it down deep. Jacoby back. That's out in front of the net, though. They have two bodies in front of our net. All right, we'll take a brief break and be back for the third. All right, about to get started here with the third momentarily. For those of you watching from home, we had some big snowflakes here in the parking lot this morning, but hoping that's over. If you haven't visited the North Rink here, you can see your breath, so it's you don't have any ice problems. I'm not sure what we're waiting for here. Goalie equipment issue? Nope. Player just needed to cut out for a moment. Up ahead. We're underway in the third. One period to go here in the semifinal for a shot at the chip this afternoon. Denver carries in with speed. 29's a fast skater. They're going to call an interference on that.
Come on! 2 minutes for pushing.
These guys. Private equity needs to do better in hiring the refs. Blades will go on the power play. We'll reluctantly take it, but it's laughable in a semifinal game. Jacoby shot, tipped by Kemp, but tipped wide. Back to the D, over to Jacoby. Jacoby to Kemper, just over a stick. Cam down low, centering pass. I think they'll take them both, probably.
Let them play hockey. Brutal.
Can't say I disagree with them.
They can check, actually, ref. They can check at this level. Not really. Not really. We wouldn't be yelling if you did.
5-on-3 for a $1.19 here for the Blades. Blades unable to keep the zone here with a 5-on-3. Brown will carry in. 3-on-2 for the Blades. Shot, goal. That will negate the first power play at 45 seconds. And we're all square here, and I happen to be sitting next to the opponent's parents. Technically, I don't have to stand by them since I can get 20 feet away from my phone here. Yeah. So we'll still have a power play for a $1.24, I think, yeah. They still don't know how to clear penalties. 4-4, power play Blades. Blades carry in. That's the Brown. Brown walks. Down low, had Harris. Oh, centering pass attempt. Shot, just couldn't get anything on it. Lewis, shot, hard shot. 30 seconds left in the Blades power play. Denver will possess for a moment in the neutral zone, kill a little bit of time here, and then dump it down deep on Nate. 15 seconds left on the power play. We're all square at 4. And that'll do it. Freddie, something tells me the next power play is for Denver, so we should try to play smart. Shot, good save by Dubnik. Battle in the corner. Denver comes away with it. Squirts out. Jacoby will carry up ahead to Connor Christian. Christian will dump it into the corner.
Don't touch him.
11 minutes and 4 seconds left in the third here. Offensive zone face-off. Oh, Jacoby just has it roll off his stick. Blades will regroup. Kemp carries in to Cam. Unable to get the shot away. Good sticks clogging up the middle. Ooh, hard shot, but goes wide. Jacoby back to Peterson. Peterson up to Kemp. Chip toward the corner into the netting, and we'll have a whistle and an offensive zone face-off with 10:21 left in the third period. Sorry. Blades back to the D, tipped, loose. They all stopped. You just blew the whistle early, dipshit. $10:14 left in this third. Ozone face-off. Shot. Good save. Really wish they would keep track of shots on goal. Just makes it interesting. Shot tip loose. Turn aside to the corner. Blades keep. Kemp. Loose. Not loose. Goalie's doing a great job. Under 10 remaining in the game, and we are all square. For those of you wondering at home, it's a 4-on-4, 5-minute running time overtime. If this score remains tied, and then we go to shootout. Denver will carry out 2-on-2. Good stick from the Blades. Up ahead to Croy. Oh, the saucer pass just misses. Harris out front, unable to get the shot. Ballard dumping in deep. We're going to get another 5-minute major right here. Again, I don't think you can call that 2 if he's going to call it. This is a big call. They don't seem to be discussing it much. Could be a boarding. If it's checking from behind, it's going to be a 5 and a 10. It's a 5 and a 10, yep. Was this how it was when your older son got to checking? Like, it's sort of normal, like they just feel it out? Okay. All right, we got a 5-minute major here in the third period in a 4-4 tie game. And Denver skates in shorthanded. Up ahead, Brown sticked away. Brown will carry in. Got Harris on the backside. Lewis over to the corner. Back to the D. Luke over to Lewis. Down to the corner. Back to Lewis at the point. Lukey, a little hot, able to retrieve. Lewis with the slapper that was going wide, but may have been helped. May have been helped along by the tip by the D. Denver trying to send Brown, back to Ballard, to Lee. Shot off the pipe! Off the pipe square. Oh! Good chances for the Blades there. 7:13 left in the game. 2:50 left in this 5-minute major. Blades had a couple chances there. Now in on 2-on-1. Schmidt. Shot. Goal! Power play goal for the Blades to take a 5-4 lead here in the third, and they still got 2:39 left in this power play. Let's get 6 more. Puck was bouncing around, and somebody was able to tap it in. Ref's discussing something. Probably where the nearest exit is. Connor Christian carries in to the corner. This skater, he'll come around up to the D. To Jacoby. That's a goal. It's got a goal. They're waving it off. He kicked it off. He clearly kicked that off. No goal. As he saw Jacoby coming face to face, he decided, I'm going to get a whistle. I think the goalie's been warned. If that happens again, it's a penalty, I think. .637 left in the game. 2:15 left on this 5-minute major. Blades could score a few if they wanted to. That's going to come down. No ice because they're on the PK. Connor Christian carries it up. Freddie, backhand toward the net, turned aside. Jacoby dumps it into the corner. Jacoby in the corner. Shot goes tipped, goes wide. Shot back into the corner. Blades getting a change one at a time here. Comes around. They're going to be able to keep this puck. Still $1.15 left on the major. Peterson from point. Cam down low. Connor in the corner. Shot, another pipe, square. Kemp with another nice shot, but just an inch off. Under a minute left in the power play for the Blades. 5 in the game. I'd like to get an insurance goal here. Cam recovers down in the corner. Covered, and we get a whistle with 30 seconds left on the power play. Blade's parents are a little bit quiet this morning. Lewis. Shot low. Wow, goalie. I don't know how he saw that, but that was a great save. .443 left in the game. Turn back to Lewis. Blade's able to keep that. Not going to get that. Denver, we're back to 5-on-5 here. 4:13 left in the game. Blades hanging on to a 1-goal lead. We'll keep an eye on that Denver goalie. 4 minutes is a little early, but I don't know what the philosophy is in Colorado. Good skating behind the net by the Blades. 3:45 remaining. Unable to get it out, though. Across to Harris. Harris toe drags between the legs, but loses the puck. 3.5 left in the game. Blades able to keep Jansen. Oh! Whiffed on it. Point blank. That's all right. 3:21 left in the game. Oh, he wants that one back. That's okay.
Let's go, Blue. Pick it up. Here we go.
Great game so far, aside from the ticky-tacky reffing, but battle along the side wall. Jansen chips it up ahead, but onto the stick of a Denver player. Here comes Freddie. Freddie dispossessed. Blade goes down. Numbers for Denver. And they're going to call offside. It was close. All right, neutral zone face-off under 3. Goalie still in net. Something tells me they wait till about 2 minutes. Christian. Shot, bouncing. Side of the post, maybe? I couldn't see that far. That comes out of the zone, 2:22. Keeping an eye on the Denver goalie. Don't see any motioning by their coaches, so maybe they are in no rush. I do not know if there are timeouts. I would guess there is one, but we'll find out, I guess. Kemp carries in. Shot, good stick save. Ooh, Kemp almost breaks free. Brown over to Helfrich, buck 36. Blades content to keep it in the O-zone here with 1.5 minutes left. Lewis dumps it in deep to Kemp. Kemp tries to go to Thompson, unable to get it there. Cam behind the net. Centering pass, just didn't get anything on it. That's going to come back for icing. They'll wave it off, I guess. Not sure why. Just a critical juncture in the game. Rules. Cam dumps it in. Blades will get a change. 1 minute remaining in the game. 56. Blades in on an aggressive forecheck. Could have been a hook. Denver carrying out. Blades back on the back check. Denver getting a partial change. Tip behind the net. Empty net. 30 seconds left in the game. Blades need to get it out of the zone. They do. Still offside, still offside, still offside. Empty net. Under 20 seconds left here in the game. Oh, blocked shot. Well timed. He's taking a blade. 2 minutes for something. pushing with the left hand in the third period. All right. D-zone face-off, 6-on-4 for 5.6 seconds. Critical face-off here. Timeout. There are timeouts. We found out the hard way. So we'll be back in a minute. All right. Here, guessing they drew something up. 5.6 seconds. Win the face-off and ring it around the boards and the game's over. Hopefully she starts the clock right away. And that's it. Your Blades win. Props to Denver. A great game. High quality competition. I think that means 1 o'clock. Yes, 1 o'clock this afternoon here on the North Rink, I believe. So thanks for joining on an early Sunday, or probably watching it on a replay later because you're sleeping, which is what we should be doing. But we will talk to you later. Thank you. Devin.